Hey everybody, so Arabian perfumes currently have me in a chokehold and I cannot stop myself. You guys know I'm a fragrance collector. I love them so much. I love learning about the notes. My nose is really, really good and I usually can pick out notes from a mile away. Arabian fragrances are having a moment with the rise of TikTok and more, exposure. It has become a giant beast of a thing, and I have definitely fallen into the trap, and they deliver, let me tell you. So there's a few, obviously, that are viral. I'm a big blind buyer because I usually can trust my knowledge of notes to know if I'm going to like something or not. So usually it's not a question. If I know the notes, I can kind of envision what that would smell like, and I'm usually not that far off. There's only been a few times that I've been a little bit disappointed, but usually it's not the case. So this fragrance, everyone will not shut up about. Like literally, you guys will not stop talking about it. So I got it. I was like, I have to know. I have to know if it's actually as good as people say. It is Eclaire by Lattafa. This is her. I literally just caught her in the mail yesterday and I decided to do a little unboxing. It has the seal of authentication here, so you know it's legit. And we're going to open this bad boy up. It's also supposed to be a dupe for Bianca Latte. So I actually have a sample of Bianca Latte so we can compare them to make sure. Let's open it up. Hi, baby. What are you doing? Oh, baby boy. My little baby torches. The boxes are really cool. I love the creativity of the designs in Arabic perfume bottles. They really put a lot of time and effort into choosing the design for each one, and they're all so different and unique, and I just really love that. They have a little bit of fun with it. So here's the bottle. Very weird, unique shape and style. Very interesting. It looks like melted caramel, melted something, melted gold. It's actually a lot more like heavy duty than I expected. It's like all really heavy glass, I think. In person, it looks a little less like it does in the camera. It looks like as big as my head, but it's really not. It's pretty normal, I guess 3.4-ounce size. It just has like an elaborate top, which obviously makes it look larger. It looks really pretty, actually. I'm really impressed. It looks like this. Let's open her up. I'll give an initial review and then we'll talk about notes. Okay, it's gotta like dry down, but I can already tell I'm going to love it. Okay. Okay, on initial spray, it's going to smell very alcohol-y. It's a very alcohol-forward fragrance, so we need to let her cool off for a little while. Now let's air it out for a little bit. This is very, very good. Worth every single penny. This is sweet. This is lactonic. This is a little bit musky. It's really, really good. With a name like Eclaire, it comes across that it's going to be like really like desserty, like tiramisu kind of eclair-y, like really sweet, but it's not at all. It's like creamy, milky sweet, which is so fucking yummy. Like, okay, this smells really, really good. Worth every penny. I think I spent like $49 on this, which is a really, really good price for 3.4 ounces, especially when you're used to paying $150, $300 for a bottle of a 3.4 ounce fragrance. So $50 for this large of a size is excellent, especially for an EDP. This smells super fucking yummy. You guys know, or maybe you don't know, I love like milky lactonic fragrances. I think it's one of my favorite fragrance notes in fragrances, especially in the last year or two. I just love that rich, creamy, milky undernote in things. The problem is that a lot of the milky or lactonic fragrances usually get mixed with a bunch of other things, just trying to, I don't know, make it more creative, or things that make it way too sweet and way too vanilla-y. This one, though, has the perfect mix of everything where it's not overwhelmingly sweet. It's just very creamy, lactonic, like a vanilla hug. It smells really good. I will say, make sure you get this from Lattafa's actual website. That's the safest way, in my opinion, to purchase this, because it is such a popular fragrance. It has been copied and fakes are everywhere. So I've seen a lot of people talk about that, about how be very mindful because there's a lot of fakes out there and they smell terrible and they're not the real deal and they're just copying whatever bottle and trying to get their hands on your money. And then you're going to be like, this doesn't smell good at all. So the easiest way to get around that is to buy straight from the source, which is Lattafa's website. It's $49 on Lattafa's website. So, you know, why wouldn't you just buy from them? We're going to go over the notes here. So top notes are caramel, milk, and sugar. And that is what you get once the alcohol kind of goes away. And I have heard with this fragrance in particular, the more that it macerates, the less that alcohol is smelled right in the beginning. So I think after about a month or so of this sitting, it's going to be even better on the opening. But caramel, milk, sugar, you definitely get the milk, you definitely get the sugar, a little bit of caramel, but it's not like that like really syrupy, thick, kind of sweet caramel right off the bat, which is really nice, because usually when caramel is in there, it's going to immediately go really heavy and kind of syrupy. So I think this is also what keeps it really light, but the middle notes are white floral and honey, which is just so lovely and random in a middle note. Like usually I think that would be like on the top. And this is really nice that it's in the middle, so it just kind of keeps it mellow, if that makes sense. Kind of keeps it really smooth. That is really, really pretty. And then the base notes are vanilla, praline, and musk. So you do get that nice musky finish with a little bit of sweetness from the vanilla, and then the praline is a little bit sugary as well. So it's really nice because you don't have, usually with fragrances like this, you'll have like spikes of random notes that are pretty intense and seem to overwhelm the entire fragrance. And they did a really, really excellent job with this one not doing that, because everything, it kind of stays really nice and smooth the whole way through, which I really, really appreciate. You guys, you were not lying about this. I think this is maybe my new favorite. And I say that all the time. Every time I get a new one, it's my new favorite. But I really do love this fragrance. It's definitely made for me in my sweet, like edible gourmand phase, and my love of like the warm cashmere, like cozy notes. And this one is really nice for the day. Some days when I want that, but all the other ones that I have that are a little bit leaning on like the really sweet vibe is going to be like too much for my nose, or maybe I've got a headache that day. This will be something really nice to pull because it's like that nice, sweet, creamy note pretty much the whole way through, which I love. Thank you so much for everyone that suggested this. You did not let me down. I fully recommend this. This is one of my new favorite fragrances ever. Creamy, lactonic, sweet, a little vanilla, a little bit of musk. Delightful. And now for the moment of truth. I have here a little sample of Bianco Latte, the OG, and we are going to compare the two to see if they actually are dupes. I got this little sample by Twisted Lily. They give out like pretty good size samples of basically anything you could want that they have access to on their site, which is really nice. I think I paid like $5 or $10 for this, which is really a good price. The full size for Bianco Latte is $100, which I don't mind paying at all. I have fragrances that are $300, $400, $500, but I will say I have heard that it doesn't last as long really on some people, and I'm not paying for a bottle of fragrance that doesn't last on my skin, especially when there is something like this that has similar notes and people say is like a beast fragrance. So let's try this on the other side. I have worn this recently, and it does smell divine. Very milky, very creamy, very sweet, not sickeningly sweet as well. Okay, we're gonna Air this out. I'm going to spray one more on this side so it'll be fresh. And I'm putting them on my clothes so that my body chemistry does not fuck it up, basically. Okay. Okay, wait, I need a little bit more of this one. Okay. Okay, there is a difference. There is a difference. It is different. So a lot of people online that I've been seeing have been saying this is spot on. It is exact. It is the same. I don't think that. They are siblings. You know, they are in the same immediate family. But Bianco Latte has a little different. It's almost like the caramel note in Bianco Latte is a little bit different. It's a little bit sweeter, a little bit something, a little bit more buttery caramelly in the caramel note, I think, in Bianco Latte. Lattafa Eclaire is less of the caramelly sweet. They both smell really, really good. They would actually smell divine together, but that's, not the point. There's almost like a tiny bit of like a tobacco smokiness in the caramel in the Bianco Latte version, which is missing. It's just a little bit, I would say the Bianco Latte is a little bit more sweet. Tiny bit more sweeter in the caramel note versus Lattafa's is a little bit less sweet in the caramel. But other than that, pretty similar. I don't know if someone was wearing this, if I would think that they're wearing this, but it would be really, really close. They're both amazing. They are different, but both related, very, very closely related. I would say if you don't want to spend the money on this, or if you can't afford it, which is totally understandable in today's market, then get this. It's going to be very, very similar DNA, okay? They share the same DNA. I'll be interested to see with the maceration of this one, if this one turns a little bit sweeter like this one, which usually that tends to happen. So that would be really interesting. But I love, basically, that's the review, is that I love it. I love her. Worth every penny. This is definitely one that I will wear on the reg. I'm going to wear her tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. And I will be buying again. So love her. Eclaire by Lattafa. That's it. Who would wear her? Literally anybody. Literally anybody. This is honestly, even though it's sweet, it's not like super, super icky sweet. So it's not candy sweet. So men could actually wear this. I think it definitely could be unisex, especially if you mix it. And women, every woman, especially if you like gourmand, especially if you like vanilla, especially if you like a milky lactonic fragrance, you need this. You need this in your wardrobe. I would say the it girl, but the cozy it girl, the one that wears white sweaters, that kind of vibe. The expensive cafe vibes, cozy. It's not pretentious or anything like that, though. So it also could be casual, a little bit more cozy casual. It also is really, really sexy in a way. This would be a really good bedtime fragrance, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I mean, what else can I say? You have anything else to say, Bubs? No? This has been literally the most viral Arabian perfume, I think, lately, or in 2024 / into 2025. And I am so glad I got my hands on it, and worth every penny. You guys should definitely check out Lattafa. Yeah, that's it. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.